Hey, what's up, fans and first timers? It is Atema Tagar here on my channel, featuring a longtime friend and brother of mine, Ali from the Art of Ali, doing a feature on something that both of us have, I'd say, a little bit of expertise in, and that's anime. What's up, man?
What up, Malcolm? Thank you for having me on. I just want to say that this has been a long time coming as far as conversations that we needed to have on the channel.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we actually got to sit down and go over some of these scenarios.
Yes, the scenarios and the topic today, being anime focused, is going to be on time skips. Some of the necessity, lack thereof, what one is for those of y'all that don't know. I mean, if you clicked on the video, you probably know, but to those that are listening out of the courtesy of your own hearts, to support us, because we need that. We'll break that down for you real quick and just go over some of the bigger ones from the bigger shonens that have been out and our opinions on them. So that's the intro, that's the start. Let's get to it. All right. So a time skip. Time skip is an anime trope being Ali, elaborate if you would.
More like a reoccurring theme that happens in most animes. Can pretty much describe what a trope is. For most animes, they do have training periods, tournament sagas. Might even have like your occasional disaster period that comes up, doomsday scenarios, that kind of thing. Right now, we're going to be focusing on a traditional one, which is time skip. That gives characters the kind of advantage they need in preparing for something that's coming up in the series that we might have already foreshadowed or we've not seen yet.
Mentally or physically. Usually both. Usually,
it helps to have both.
Yeah, but that's what it is, and that's what we're about to get to. To start off this one, I say we go with, you want to go with the hottest or the oldest?
I mean, we can start off with the hottest because like Attack on Titan got a lot going on in it right now.
Yeah, okay, so Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is actually riddled with time skips. Fantastic anime and manga. A lot of heavy themes. Not an anime for your mother. Not an anime for the young kids either. Deals with a lot of prejudice, war, racism, fallout, ideology, what it takes to be a leader. There's a lot of things behind the blood and gore and viscera of this show, but the time skips in it are done so well, and they show the growth of the main character, Eren, who starts out as a bright-eyed young individual that just wants to go kill titans, and then after that he realizes that he has to train, and then after that he realizes that damn, the harsh realizations of killing these things is monstrous. I don't really know if I can do this, but I got to, because I watched my mama get ate in front of me, so I got this.
Is there no other motivation than watching your own parent die in front of you?
Yeah.
Just be like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Now I have to do this,
If nothing is going to push you forward through the years, it's that. And they go back to that house getting smashed and her getting chomped on a couple times. But that's also something that I appreciate about the time skips in it, is that you go back to the motivation. There's always that one point in the show, and they let you know that it is burned into his brain. It's super graphic and gross and gory. But
give me PTSD. In all honesty, it's like they flash back to it so much. I'm just like, man, I'm tired of seeing this woman die.
Yeah.
And
each time you see that flashback, you know that there is some time that has passed, and he's a little older, and his resolve is harder, as is his heart. And he goes from being a bright-eyed, plucky individual to, spoiler alert, I'll give you a second. Are you gone? Consider, any of you who watch Attack on Titan don't know what's happening yet. If you're gone, do you think they're gone, Ali?
I think so. Even if they're not, we're about to say it anyway.
Alright, cool. So Eren becomes the fucking villain because after enough pain and torment in his life, you see how the time skips and the progression of said time with nothing but tragedy sometimes ain't that good.
You either die the hero or live long enough to become the villain. And I think this is one of the first times we've seen that kind of like situation play out to be true.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of anime out there that take a protagonist and kind of just warp their whole reality into something that changes them forever.
Yeah.
Like, actually becoming the thing that they hated the most. And that is really important for his character growth, because you are not supposed to hate Eren at all. And to make him the villain in the end is like, we waited up to this point to see you actually do something great, and then you threw
it all the way. And now he's killing kids, and you still kind of want to root for him, because that's what life is sometimes. Good people, they're people that you hope for, sometimes do horrible things, and it leaves you kind of stuck in the middle. I know that seems like a hard line, like, duh, if he kills kids, what do you mean you're rooting for him? You're just a horrible bastard. No. Read the story, watch the manga, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna leave it there. Next on the list, next up, I'd say we go with the Dragon Ball series. Let's go ahead and get that monster out of the way.
Okay.
It's a chunky boy, so let's just knock it out.
Mm-hmm.
It has some of the best and worst time skips in anime of all time, I feel. Mm-hmm. From OG to Z, that shit was dope. That shit was fire.
It was.
You have... I'm the strongest person on Earth. I don't know him from the stars yet, but I'm the strongest man. My buddy... My tiny bald friend is the third strongest, and the second strongest is a green man who I think is a demon, but he can't handle me because I bodied him, and I bodied his daddy. So I bodied that whole family. Nothing can contest with me.
I love the fact that Krillin is literally the strongest human, and if he didn't know Piccolo was a alien, or
damn, he is the strongest human then.
Yeah, like he literally was taking on Piccolo in the tournament, and then he found out that this was Maju Junior or whatever his name was. And,
yeah, Ma Junior.
Yeah, Ma Junior. Yeah, so it was a really interesting play on words. Yeah, he finds out that Big Green Spaceman is basically the devil, and he's like, "Oh, I fought that. Oh,
and I was doing well.
Oh yeah, I actually did some damage." So.
And then Z happens 5 years later, and then people from space show up. When you get to that level, when your best friend is fighting the devil, or who he thought was the Demon King devil, the only next option is, oh, well, if I'm bodying everybody on Earth, and I'm stronger than God, and the immortal old dude that trained me, I gotta fight niggas from space. The only logical step is space.
I mean, that's where we at right now in society. We hit the Galactic Federation coming down.
We got Space Force.
Come out in Space Force.
I mean, I ain't trying to go there, but I'm just saying.
I'm trying to go to space. Oh. What else is there to do?
I'm sorry. I can't fight the Demon King reincarnation here on Earth. One, I haven't met him. Two, I haven't tried. But I'm not going to space until I've mastered this place.
Did I say fight?
So Dragon Ball.
Yep.
As we were saying, with the Z series and eventually Super. Well, we won't get into GT because I don't want the hate. We'll just talk about what's canon. I like GT. I like bits and pieces. Whatever. But from the start of that, it's fantastic. It's dope. It's a logical leap. But then within Z, you get the 7 years of peace. Mm-hmm. After the androids and Cell are killed.
7 years of bullshit.
7 years of bullshit. You get no character progression. You get a soft ass Gohan. Everybody in the Dragon Ball community it knows that whole thought process. But you mean to tell me that we're not gonna get any actual progression with Vegeta? We're not gonna get Vegeta attaining Super Saiyan 2 and then challenging him? He had it already. He just had a powered up state when the Majin unlocked it within him.
These dudes are built to fight.
Yeah.
And they're not doing it.
They're not doing it.
That's like asking a fish not to swim. You know? It just doesn't make any sense for their characters to just
not do the thing they're ingrained to
fall in depression.
But what? If you fall into depression, then you fight depressed. Like, I don't get... Like,
fight the depression, exactly.
But you know what? I mean, okay. Vegeta did literally give up when Frieza was beating his ass, too. He started crying. This nigga prone to fall apart.
Under pressure. He cracks like an egg. He cracks
like a hard-boiled egg. And then you find out you're just soft and weak underneath. Regardless, though, you should have shown him cracking. You mean to tell me?
Because he's a bully. That's why. Bullies crack under pressure.
But I'm sorry. With a time skip like that, you should have challenged that nigga's son and you should have whooped him. You should have beat him within an inch of his life. I'm just saying. You mad? You mean to tell? And then you had a son and then you couldn't have been like, oh, I'm going to get my son to be stronger than him. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my son to whoop this man's ass. I'm gonna get him the Super Saiyan. We're gonna see how you like it, Gohan. Nope.
The sins of the father fall upon the son.
They could have had a whole arc about that within that 7 years apiece. And
actually,
you know what? The sins of the father arc could have been fantastic because that would have led and paved the road to redemption for Vegeta a lot more succinctly. So when he had the Fat Boo explosion sacrifice, would have been dope. When he had the Kid Boo, you are better than me, Kakarot. It would have been full circle. Sins of the father arc instead of 7 years apiece. That's what I want.
That sounds even more badass though.
That would have, and then to have it peak with Majin Vegeta.
Yeah, and Gohan has to fight Majin Vegeta instead.
Or just, damn, that's a what if.
I have resentment for your father, so I'm gonna fuck you up instead.
Yeah, honestly, that'd been
Vegeta
phenomenal.
Becoming the ultimate villain in the end.
Well, I don't know if that's a whole what if scenario. Don't worry, that'll be coming soon.
Yeah.
I haven't told him of this out loud already, but I'm thinking about doing some what if stuff. He probably gonna be one of the people on this. You just got campaign and petition right here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Don't worry, that's part something else coming soon. So, moving beyond that, Dragon Ball's got the best and the worst because they have logical, fantastic setups, but then they also have wonderful opportunity for some storytelling that they're trying to get to, but they don't know how to do with tact, and then they drop the ball back in the day. Now we're seeing that rectify within Super to a degree, but for the best and the worst, Dragon Ball easily holds a couple. And that's just two of them.
Yeah, Dragon Ball is the granddaddy of anime, besides Fist of the North Star.
Yeah.
So as far as tropes, this kind of like writes the book on
tropes, on a lot of them.
A lot of them, man. And obviously the inspiration for other animes shows it through their
character design, storytelling,
all
plot lines, yeah.
All that.
And let's go ahead and talk about one right now that actually dropped that ball super duper hard. Naruto to Shippuden. Not saying Shippuden's bad. Don't worry. I know there's a Naruto fan listening here somewhere, but fuck that time skip. Let me tell you wholly and truly, it's garbage. Ali here gonna probably try to play good cop, but let me let you know.
Don't throw me underneath the bus like that. I already said his time skip was kind of shitty, but
okay, kind of shitty, but I'm just saying it's straight butts. It's straight cheeks. it's like summer cheeks, like summer in Mississippi cheeks, bro.
Oh, the sweaty kind.
Yeah.
Damn, that's the sticky summer too.
Yeah, and that's what the Naruto time skip is. It's sweaty, sticky summer cheeks.
God, okay, the beginning is.
The beginning. Okay, the beginning is, but Shippuden was dope. Shippuden as a whole.
I was gonna say, don't co-sign that with a period. Like, Shippuden was dope.
No, I'm not ending it right there. But the initial skip and then everything about Naruto, whose name is in the title, that shit was ass.
Okay, and I 100% still will argue the fact that this show was not supposed to be about Naruto. Obviously, by the time skip and the events that unfold, because it's all about the freaking Uchiha. Why it was not called something else regarding these dudes with magical eyes, I have no idea why Naruto got the spotlight. But since he is the main character of the show, I'm gonna rag on him on how shitty he is as a character because he literally had the worst upbringing in I don't know how many animes I've watched. Like, besides, like, Guts having, like, a lot of shit
the
going
number
on.
one worst upbringing?
Yeah. But, like, Naruto's, his was just terrible all around. Being an orphan, being on top of no one taking care of him as a role model.
Parents dying on the day of your birth?
Yeah.
Both parents.
Both parents dying. There's a war that started on your birth twice.
A demon was put in you.
A demon was put into you.
You got bullied your whole life.
Yeah.
The nigga who was supposed to go ahead and protect you gave you a $600 stimulus check and walked out the door. I'm sorry, he gave him some milk. He
didn't give a fuck about that kid, bro.
No, he could have like let him in the house. He could have raised him with Konohamaru. He could have got him good teachers. He could have made sure that Jinchuriki wasn't abandoned, abused, lonely Harry Potter child. But that's what you do to the gifted one in your nation. You give him a cupboard seat and a what?
This needs to be its own kind of topic of everything that's wrong with this dude's childhood, because it is just terrible how there's so many adults that know about this dude's past and they did nothing.
So then, bringing this back around to the time skip, what does Naruto do to prove it to everyone? He literally does nothing. With the number one pervy sage, but also one of the 3 most world-renowned ninjas. What does he come back with? With all these things to prove, with all this salt to have, with all this shit to brush off his shoulders. What does he do? He goes ahead and learns how to make a ball a bigger ball. Yeah. And then he knows how to make the sexy jutsu, the sexy jutsu. Yeah. And then that's it.
That's it.
His hold on. The one everyone calls worthless. I'm not saying I'm a simp. I'm not saying I'm doing the whole feminist thing.
Better progression.
Yes, Sakura had better progression. She became She-Hulk. She became an agile She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Then you had Shikamaru, who became a Jonin. Mm-hmm. Then you have the Kiba, Akamaru, Inuzuka clan. All their dogs became like literal, like biological weapons. Yeah. That shit was crazy. Like they were just kind of cool at first, but then like you saw all of them had like big ass monster dogs they could ride. Like that's wild. Yeah. You have, let's see, who else? Oh, you got Gaara. He literally achieved the whole man's dream.
He became president.
He became the president of his nation. That's
the most bossed up move you could ever make.
That was Naruto's whole goal.
He did it in 2 years.
Gaara was like, that wasn't even on my map back when I met you back in the day, homie.
But he took his idea, bar for bar, verse for verse.
And he did it better in 2 years' time. And then the nigga died and came back and still did it. Dre? Naruto? Kazekage.
The man wanted to be Hokage but couldn't even get off his ass to become Hokage in the 2 years, and I already did it in front of him.
Let alone Chunin? Naruto. He couldn't even become a Chunin in 2 years. I want to know that. How come you mean to tell me I don't get honorary Chunin status? This nigga's still the beginner of beginners and learn how to make a ball bigger.
Question: how does this ranking system work?
Like ass, because of the fact that it doesn't matter. The rules are made up. The points are imaginary, and nobody cares. But we're here for the Uchiha.
Cool. So it's whose line is it anyway? The village.
Yeah.
That is whack.
That's super whack. Whack.
Definitely whack.
I'm just saying, it's not a good look. It's a weak look.
It's
a weak time skip because all of that stuff that we just talked about built Naruto up to have some impressive and tremendous growth when he came back. And what does he get? Absolutely dick. Absolutely nothing. And then to wrap it up, before we move to the next one, Sasuke got everything. Sasuke got the better teacher. Sasuke got multiple techniques. Sasuke got weapons training. Sasuke got multiple hideouts. Sasuke got people to train with. Sasuke learned everything that his master learned and was able to do it better. Sasuke beat the nigga that his brother beat years ago in the exact same way, but even better because that dude came up with a technique to beat his brother, but then he came back and whooped his ass solo dolo and told his homies to roll out and find the next nigga we gotta take down. Sasuke did all that. What does Naruto get? A ball.
But bigger.
Oh, and then he trains with frogs, and that's when he finally gets dope as shit.
Yeah, okay, no. Just gonna end this with the pain arc was where the show just kind of took off.
Yeah, that's a long-ass time in the middle of a show that's been running for hundreds of episodes already.
It's true.
Moving on!
It's true. It's very true, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, he did the best he could. No, he didn't. He did not.
He did not do the best he could. So then, okay, let's do a coin flip. I don't have a coin. I'm just saying that as a metaphor. We're going to talk about Kira from Death Note next. Or do we talk about Kimetsu no Yaiba? Or do we talk about... Hold on. Real quick, I'm going to just get this out because I need to say it. This video is going to be a longer one anyway, guys. Just a little bit more than usual. There's 2 people talking. It's not just me. I'm not talking into the void. I have a person to bounce things off of.
Hey.
One Piece, though. Let me go ahead. One Piece. That shit. I'm just saying.
Okay.
At the after Sambuti Archipelago, the Saboti Archipelago.
Okay.
They got their asses whipped, something nasty. Came back together, tried to rescue Luffy's brother. Spoiler alert. I mean,
is it a spoiler after this long?
No, it's not a spoiler. I don't give a shit. Luffy's brother gets a hole in his chest with a fist made from lava. Wild. And after that, they like, yo, we were supposed to meet back up in 3 days, but never mind, nigga. It's gonna be 2 years because I can't watch my niggas get killed again.
Ain't that some shit? You had a plan in action, and then a monkey wrench literally was thrown into it and was just like, oh, yeah, no, we actually are way behind schedule. So we're going to just have to, like, you know, nix this whole thing. Everybody just go off and
train for 2 years.
Just train.
Train.
I don't care what you do, get stronger. I don't care what you have to do to get stronger. Just do it. Because we about to run into some shit.
So then what does Luffy do? Luffy gets 3, maybe 4 transformations, because we never saw anything for gears 2 through 4, let alone the max power of his regular form now, his base power. So he did all that training to max that shit out, gets multiple techniques for that, comes back swole, new outfit. Everyone loves to see it in anime. You gotta have drip. If you ain't got drip, you ain't got shit. It don't matter.
Time skip if you don't got the drip.
Time skip equals drip. There we go. That's all I'm saying.
It's a mathematical formula.
For life. Exactly. Not even just anime.
Even for you.
Yeah.
Time skip equals drip, bro.
So, Luffy comes back with all that in the time skip. Comes back with people, like, revering him because of the fact that he did something that was impossible when he was still weaker. Then, his homie, second mate Zoro, comes back. This nigga comes back with one eye. He was training with gorillas, it turns out. You actually get to see a little bit of everybody's training. That's what makes One Piece's time skip so dope. You see that fucking Usopp, the liar of the group, the wimpiest, scrawniest nigga. Somehow he got super fat, then got swole. Then, like, learn how to shoot people a mile away, considering all the factors like drift, drag, everything, the curvature of the earth, the moving of the targets. Then you had Nami, who she got
bigger boobs.
Well, I was gonna be subtle, but those aren't. Robin's weren't either. Frankie got even a smaller speedo, but bigger guns.
But that's not subtle. That whole sentence just...
Did I say they were subtle? I said it was dope.
Oh.
Chopper gets a new outfit, but he is still adorable as shit. Also, it's super cool that he turned into a raging kaiju. He legitimately turns into a kaiju, everybody. A kaiju on a pirate ship. And then when they're like, oh god, he's gonna murder everyone, he's like, no, I'm kidding. It's still me. I'm just cute. I'm still cute. I just murder people now. And I can rival Godzilla. No joke. What?
Yeah, no, and then his lobby is lit.
Yes. And then after that, Sanji, this nigga can walk on air.
Yeah, no, he's apparently Jesus Jr. now.
Jesus Jr. He can walk on air. This is just after the... I'm not... You see what I'm saying? Everybody on the crew comes back with something nasty, with something crazy, some new ability, some new technique, as well as new intelligence or a new perspective. They get the full encapsulated physical and mental growth necessary. And then when Luffy comes back, he could body 150 niggas easy. Yeah. But then he shows up and goes... I'm looking at you. What do you want? And knocks out 10,000 niggas at once. Haki.
I was not ready for the explanation that they gave when that dropped. I was like, excuse me? So the force that we're seeing is actually, they're just badass Will just coming out and being like, hey, don't fuck with me, bro.
Hey,
I will fuck you up on everything.
You mean to tell me you ain't never been around somebody and you can like feel that, hey, don't fuck with me, or you ain't giving off that energy and people walk away from you? Haki is real. Luffy attained it. He can kill body 10,000 niggas at once with a look, a glance. You even gotta make full eye contact with this man's. And you dropping, you fangirl, and you like that nigga off of fucking Avatar: The Last Airbender, foaming at the mouth. You done. It's a wrap. That's just from a look.
Hey, does this aura smell like chlorophyll?
Done. Donezo. It's a wrap. So, I'm just saying, One Piece, oh, my heart. I'm not even caught up. I don't
think anyone can say that they're caught up on a anime that never...
One Piece YouTubers are.
They're a special type of people that...
And I respect them for that because I will not be there. I have a child.
I was about to say, yeah, I'm sure some of them are right now saying like, well, I did it and good for you. I ain't got that kind of time. I got other stuff going on, bro.
I'll get there in like a year.
I'm not gonna say that. Fuck that. I'll get to it when I get to it.
My wife will be on maternity leave for a little bit. I'll be at home with kids. I'll have time to read.
I'll read it, but I won't like it.
What? You're gonna love it, and that's all there is to say about it. Unlike JoJo's. So, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Let us get into that real quick. Am I sliding past that sneak disc? Yes, I am.
Hates JoJo with a passion.
A fiery hot one.
But won't give it a chance.
At me. I did. It's boring.
You gave which one a chance? Which
Stardust Breakers, season 3.
Why did you start from the beginning?
Because I don't do that.
But this only works if you start from the beginning. I can't drop you into the middle of a JoJo adventure because the whole thing's a time skip.
I'm good. So, Kita from Death Note.
Oh yeah, we almost skipped over.
He's
probably the most boring one out of all the people we've listed.
Yes, he is, and to spare and hopefully not lose your viewership if you've been here this long. Thank you, love you. Subscribe down below, like, comment, all that jazz. I don't wanna, waste your time. So let's glaze over Kita. Death Note. We all know what it's about. Cat and mouse game. In the first half, it's the world's sneakiest and most murderous teenager versus the world's most accurate and sharp-minded and quick-witted detective. It is a fantastic, supernaturally charged game of cat and mouse, and the cat wins.
Yeah.
The mouse
like
wins.
Sherlock Holmes versus the Antichrist.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
But
And then the Antichrist wins, and then instead of the Antichrist becoming a megalomaniac conglomerate business owner that has reach that extends across honestly the entire world, he stays in Japan and becomes really obsessed with everything that got him to his fame, and instead of becoming omniscient and omnipotent, he just stayed omnipotent and decided to leave his cognition to the wayside, even though his mind is what got him to defeating the world's greatest detective and manipulating the task force that sought after him for years at this point.
Number one rule, if you ever win anything, don't get comfortable.
No.
Like, don't
stay
ever.
hungry.
Yeah, stay snapped. Like, keep that shit going, man, because the moment you get into your bag and you start to think that, oh, I got this, I don't have anyone else that can beat me, guess who's gonna show up?
The person that's gonna beat you.
The very same person with the exact thing that could beat you.
Yep. So the last one that we'll speak of on this list of time skips, done properly and improperly, waste of time, useless ones, subtly well done ones. We're going to talk about a series that doesn't know how to utilize a fucking time skip to save its life. And that's Pokemon.
Yes, I've been waiting for this.
Pokemon has no fucking progression. Ash is one of the most ignorant, garbage characters, and that show needs a time skip to save it. I mean, the merch is the only thing that's saving it. The fact that they make subpar games is the reason why they're able to save it. The reason that they're able to save it is because they blow their take over.
They blow all their money on remakes and to sell you the same game, cards, same dream, everything. They resell it to you and we keep buying it. I don't understand how it keeps on working, first of all. Second of all, the anime is just disappointing at this point. I think we got out of Sun and Moon, and what was the last one that we just had?
Sword and Shield, some dumb shit. What again?
Are they even at that in the anime?
I don't fucking know where they are.
I think the last one was Sun and Moon because it was the.
And they do some. Oh my god, yeah, and it was like the Z thing, and they're like traveling through the island, so they're doing the islands thing again. You know what?
Pikachu did a Kamehameha.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
That's it. That's the end.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes, I'm not joking, man. He literally did a Kamehameha. And, we're going to look this shit up after we get done anyway, so you can just see how crazy this Z move is. It literally takes the same movement, and it's a father-son Pokemon trainer Kamehameha. And it's just Pikachu going Super Saiyan for like a couple of seconds. I don't even know. I didn't play Sun and Moon, so I don't understand the totem guardian things. But I get that's the gym leader thing, I think.
No, you get it too. So hold on. You need to tell me. So what I just watched, I paused it so we can go back and look. That was an abrupt cut. I'm leaving that. So you mean to tell me Pikachu can do a full blown Kamehameha?
There's several moves he can.
I don't care.
That definitely was Kamehameha.
Ash can't learn. Pikachu can learn moves. Ash can't learn basic life. He can't. What?
He tried to punch Mewtwo.
Damn, you're right. He does have mental problems. Alright. Nah, hold on. I'm sorry. The nigga got thrown back. I'm not letting that. He was 11. This man should be a whole grown.
11.
He should be a grown ass man.
And okay, if we're talking,
if Digimon grows up, Pokemon can too.
Okay, okay.
Ty's a grown man now. Ty wears a fucking tie. What's your excuse? Ty wears a fucking tie.
Is that meta?
Maybe it is. Because remember how he was like, fuck the real world, I don't want to be an adult. And now this man is wearing suits.
You made him sound like Peter Pan, but alright. Yeah, I get it. But Digimon is dope. And Pokemon is supposed to be that Neverland.
Pokemon is number one, and it has zero narrative coherence. The manga's fantastic. Guys, like we said, the anime, not the manga. The anime is a hot donkey piss. Yeah. It is trash narratively. It is to sell toys. It needs a time skip sorely. You want to know what was good animated-wise? Was the first Pokemon movie, and then the 2 Pokemon specials. The Pokemon Origin special, and the Pokemon Mega Evolution special. Beyond that, also Pikachu I Choose You. I ain't gonna lie, that's a really good one. It was nostalgic. I showed it to my child, and that kind of made him fall in love with Pokemon. Not really anything else. It was that well done and well animated recap. But aside from those 4 animated things, unless you count the Mewtwo Strikes Back CG remake, it's trash. It's garbage. It has no growth. It's dumb. It sells toys. And the games are stuck in the same thing. The games need a time skip. The games need an evolution.
How long does the region of Kanto to the islands that he's at now?
You know what?
How long does that take to get from Kanto to the islands?
I don't know. But it seems like they're in Hawaii.
Time.
Probably a couple weeks of a trip, but if you're walking by foot, I guess it'll take a couple years.
Oh, so everything that they did
in a couple weeks.
I refuse.
Maybe a couple years. But he should be more than 11,
still 11,
right? And that's my problem, because the story is stupid.
There are some things that you just have to admit are factually wrong. And Pokemon doesn't do anything different with its series.
No.
And that is it's just very boring.
Yeah. They should spend some of that budget on better game designers and better writers.
Yeah.
That's what I gotta say about that.
It's just very boring. I don't want to watch Ash continuously lose.
And win for the first time, and he's only trending because you won.
Where the fuck is Gary Oak?
That is the anime and manga that we're gonna discuss this time. I don't even know if this really has a title. I mean, this isn't a section. This is just like, something I'm gonna be doing. Gotta have the homies on every so often. I can't talk to the wind all the time. People think you're crazy then.
Or Jerry.
Jerry? Yeah, well, hey, he fucking was. So we're gonna go ahead. This will be up on both our channels. So feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. We need all that so that way we can show up in the algorithm. It's a crazy time out there on this and any other platform you may watch it on. Feel free to randomly just throw this at the next person that likes anime or that rambles on about things like this with you or with other people, or you want to give them something so they stop talking to you. Send them our way. We'll talk to them free of charge. With all that being said, it is I, Atema Tagar, and Ali from
The Art of Ali.
And we're going to let you have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Peace.
Later, guys.